Hello students, welcome to Unit 12, Lesson 2 of our last unit. This is IXL Geometry T7, which is volume of spheres. And this one will be rather quick as well. There's only 4 examples I'm going to show you. The volume of a sphere, first off we need the formula, and the formula is volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. And this is all in the numerator, really. So everything, you can multiply everything together and then divide by 3. So it's r times r times r times pi times 4 divided by 3. I think that's the easiest way to do it, because if you don't put this in the right order, you might be dividing by 3 but then multiplying by a number in a denominator, and that's not what you want to do. So another thing we want to do is make sure for these we follow the directions. So if it says use 3.14 for pi, then we need to do that. Okay, so our first volume is going to be 4/3 pi r cubed. So it's 4/3 pi times 6 feet cubed. Okay, so volume is equal to 4/3 times pi times 6 times 6 is 36 times 6 is 216. Feet times feet times feet is feet cubed. So we'll be dealing with cubic units of measure. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 4 and pi together, leave it 4 pi, and multiply it by 216. So really what I'm doing is I'm going to write everything out as if it was in a numerator. So volume is equal to 864 pi over 3 feet cubed. Because again, I'm doing 216 times 4, and that gives me 864. Pi is staying for the ride. Okay. And now whether or not this is divisible by 3 doesn't really matter, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 864 times 3.14, because they want me to use that as a number, 3.14 as a number. So 2712.96 divided by 3. Actually, you know what? Let me ignore that step. Let me just divide it all by 3. And I get 904.32 feet cubed. And it wants me to round to the nearest hundredth. And guess what? It's already in the hundredth place, which is awesome. So the answer is 904.32 feet cubed. Okay, that's it. So let's do the next one. This one I was given a diameter, so I would just want to make sure I don't use the diameter, because I always need it to be the radius. So I broke 36, I divided it by 2 and got 18. So I have 18 inches and I have 18 inches. So volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. This is only for the sphere, remember. So volume equals 4/3 pi times 18 inches cubed. So volume equals 4/3 pi 18 times 18 times 18 is 5,832 inches cubed. And I'm going to multiply that by 4. So I have 2, 3, 3, 2, 8, 23,328 pi over 3 inches cubed. So I'm going to multiply it by 3.14 because that's what they asked me to do, and then divide by 3. And I get volume is approximately equal to 244, actually it's well, with this formula it's equal to, because we rounded pi, 24416.64. And that's it. So 24416.64 cubic inches. And we're done with that problem. Okay. The only other ones are like this one. It's just a word problem. That's as difficult as they get. So volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. R is 10. So we can get volume equals 4/3 pi times 10 yards cubed. So volume equals 4/3 pi times 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. And so now volume equals 4,000 pi over 3 yards cubed. And we're going to do 4,000 times 3.14 divided by 3. And I get volume is approximately equal to 4186.66 repeated, right? So volume, well, let me erase that. So volume approximately equals 4186.67 because we are rounding to the nearest hundredth. Okay, 3.14. Let me just check. Yep, so I got the same thing by doing it again. So it's 4,186.67 cubic yards. Again, you want to make sure you round to nearest hundredth, or else this question will not go through as being correct. Okay. All right, here we have one with a diameter of 8. So we just have to write in a diameter. We want a radius of 4 inches, which is half a diameter. And we're good to go. So volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. So volume equals 4/3 pi times radius, which is 4 inches cubed. And so volume equals 4/3 pi. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Oh, I'm sorry about that. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. So we have 64 inches cubed. And then that's also going to multiply by 4. So we have volume equals 256 pi over 3 inches cubed. So times 3.14 and then divided by 3. And we get volume is approximately equal to 267.94, 946666 repeated, the 7. So because it rounded, so it's going to be approximately 267.95, and this is inches cubed. So 267.95 cubic inches. And that's it. So this one should be pretty easy. You just have one formula to follow, okay? And then this one is, like I said, T7. So just always make sure you have a radius. That's your most important part. You always want a radius, okay? Always want radius for this one. Because you get to substitute in for that, okay? And that is it. Good luck.